Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5. Got a few things to talk about. For one, this shirt, the Emerson shirt. No one's asked about it, but I just noticed this weird phenomenon where it was like in every single one of my recent videos. And thought I'd talk about it. Long story short, the Golden Age of Piracy is a very interesting history. I believe this is modeled after Calico Jack Rackham's Jolly Roger, but except it has an Emerson skull, and it has swords that are a little bit different than what they would have had. Well, maybe not. Pirates didn't have cutlasses in the sense that we know them today, but they did have swords that might have been called cutlasses, but they were not the cutlass type of sword that we know. But yeah, I like the Golden Age of Piracy. I think it's a very interesting history. Side note, Captain Morgan was not a pirate. He was a privateer. He was legal. So he's not really included, or he shouldn't be included into that category, although he did a very similar job that pirates did. But anyways, not giving up on Cold Steel, even though Lynn sold the company. I'm still watching them, seeing if there's anything that I'm interested in. Maybe I'll have a Never Unarmed t-shirt in the future. But the reason why you've been seeing this shirt so often is because my weight fluctuates. And used to, I'd never go out in public in a t-shirt. It would always be a button-up shirt, pearl snaps, fishing shirt, a polo, something that was a little bit nicer, but still casual. But I wanted a new t-shirt because all of my t-shirts have holes in them, or they're too small, or they're cut up. Work shirts. And I wanted a t-shirt that I could wear at the beach, even though black is not the best for heat, but the pirate theme would be kind of appropriate. And also wanted something that if I wanted to be lazy, I could just throw on a t-shirt and go out and do something. And it just so happens that a lot of my button-up shorts, my nicer shorts, are getting worn out as well. So I'm going to have to address that at some point. But I got a few announcements, or a couple announcements. Excuse me, I was thirsty. But I got a new gun, and this is the bag it came in. It came in also a cardboard box, but anyways, I got me the Springfield Hellcat. I went to the gun show in the sole intention to get a Ruger 9 Max, and they didn't have a Ruger 9 Max. They had it at my local sporting goods store, but I didn't want to pay for it. I wanted to trade for it. So, anyways, they had the Hellcat, and I was like, it's a similar gun, it's supposed to be nicer, I'll go ahead and get it. So I did. And the whole point of getting this type of gun was to have a semi-high capacity, concealable 9mm with optics ready. So this has the plate that you take off, and you put the optics you want on it. I don't know what all optics are compatible with it, but I kind of wanted the aim point, the little boxy thing, but it's expensive, and so I might not get that, and I don't know if it'll co-witness or whatever. I don't know how the whole optics thing works. I'm going to have to do more research, but that was the point. I wanted to get a, optics ready, compact, 9mm, with semi-high capacity. This is the 13-round magazine, by the way. It's unloaded, and I just got back from the range with it. I usually take you to the range with me, but there's a few things that happened. Most importantly, I lost my iPhone tripod. I usually film those videos with my iPhone because I don't want to risk knocking over my nice camera and breaking it from the height that I'm walking in the little box that I'm in. So I didn't take you with me. But I'll show you the target because, you know, I'm not afraid to show you my bad shooting skills. But yeah, but there was something worth mentioning about this trip to the range. I had a failure to detonate. I don't know if you can see that, but this is one of the 50 rounds. This is one of the 50 round boxes, or one of the rounds from the 50 round box that I shot. It has a ding on the primer, but it didn't go off. And I thought that was exceedingly strange. I've never had a centerfire gun fail to go bang like that. And it's this Winchester Super Clean ammo. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know if the gun has something to do with it. But I hope it's not the gun. I hope it's the ammo. But anyways, I'm definitely going to have to make another trip to the range, not only to practice, but to try a different box of Full Metal Jackets. That was the only time it didn't go bang. It went bang 59 times. And I shot my close-up around 7-ish, maybe a little bit more yard human target, and then I shot at the steel. You're going to have to just trust me that on the steel target, I did hit it probably about 3 or 4 times, but not consistently. You know, it was kind of a stretch to hit it with this gun. For whatever reason, I'm very accurate with my 22 Mark III, and I'm a lot more accurate with my 42 ACP Walther PPK than I am with this gun. And I could only guess that I might have a recoil sensitivity, but I can shoot a 357 Magnum somewhat accurately. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but it has a 4-inch barrel, so that might have something to do with it. This is a 3-inch barrel, and you know, well, let me show you the paper target, and I'll explain what's going on here. First, I was aiming at this bottom target, and I was hitting kind of low. So I was like, alright. And then I decided to shoot kind of in this neck area right here to try to get a small target to focus on. And you can see that I was pretty much out of touch with that target area. I was hitting low, and you know, so apparently I'm hitting a little bit low with this gun. When I started to focus a little bit more, I was aiming at this target. You know, I started to get much tighter groups, as you can see. You know, I started actually boring out a hole and stuff. I'm apparently hitting low with this gun. I need to practice a little bit more. By the way, I've never had a handgun shooting instruction before. I'm doing this handgun thing, you know, pretty much under my own will. You know, I watched a couple of videos on it, but the only shooting instruction I ever got really was shooting rifles for hunting, like in a box stand. And that was how I learned to shoot with a scope, benched up, you know, for hunting deer and hogs and stuff. So, you know, handguns are my main interest, but that's it's really not something that I've had instruction on. So some of you may wonder, wow, he's a terrible shot. Well, I'm kind of learning by the seat of my pants, and I also have tremors that doesn't help. But you know, I think if I focus a little bit more and kind of learn the gun a little bit, that I can tighten up that group, because when I slowed down, I started to get this group right here. So I think if I can slow down and move it up a little bit, I'll be alright. And who knows, when I finally get an optic, maybe that will fix the problem. Or maybe it's just my trigger control. You know, make sure it's unloaded again. Maybe I'm yanking the trigger instead of squeezing the trigger. I don't know. But I do know that I hope that this gun isn't defective in the sense that I'm going to be getting light primer strikes, so or failure to detonate, whatever you want to call it. and I hope that this becomes a very a good gun to carry. I hope I have no issues with it. I like carrying my Walther PPK in 32, and I'm somewhat accurate with it, but I'd rather carry a 9mm. Size doesn't matter with guns, unfortunately. You can do stuff with small guns, and you can do stuff with small guns you can't do with big guns. You can do stuff with big guns that you can't do with small guns. But I'd like to have a good carry pistol that isn't so demanding on shot placement, like head shot placement and stuff. Something that I can use a little bit more aggressively and not worry about if the threat's going to stop or not. So that's it. That's the video. Oh, also, I put in my community post that there was a knife that I had kind of custom ordered, and ram's horn, 12C27 steel. There was going to be a shiny kind of mirror polish and emerald inlay, and so it's coming from France. I don't know how long it's going to take. Usually when I brag about getting a custom knife made, something bad happens. So hopefully nothing bad happens. But that's it. I'm looking forward to that knife, sharing it with you. It's kind of a grail slip joint. And for the price, it is a grail slip joint. I'm not going to be getting a lot of these, and you're probably never going to handle one. But I'm really excited about it. It's kind of related to the Laguiole knife, but it's not a Laguiole knife, and I might have some more leaks or more hints as time goes by. But it's coming from France, and hopefully it gets here in a timely manner, and I'm super excited. So that's it. I'm Satsu 5. And I'm out.